Hi, this is IK. Welcome to import, export, React component. Here it is import React without curly brackets. And there is with curly brackets. When we have curly brackets and when we have not curly brackets. Here is when it is default export. When it is default export, there is no, we don't need curly brackets here. React here is a default export. It is all a library from a module React. Create root is export named from this module React DOM client. Provider is export named from module React Redux. Store is export named from this file store. Look at the example of store. Store, it is here. Store is not default. It is export constant store. There is no keyword default. And because of that, import store go to a curly inside curly brackets store. Look at post reducer from post slice. Look at post slice. Export default. If export default, we don't need curly brackets. When we see default, we don't need curly brackets. And look at here in store. Import post reducer from post slice. There is no curly bracket because post reducer is default post slice. Here it is default export default, and post slice here is export constant post slice, but down we have a keyword default. No confusion. It is possible to say, but it is very, very difficult to escape. But I am here for that. We don't see post reducer. You look at posts, plural, these posts, and reducer. What it means? This all document is a configuration for a reducer, this post slice. It is configuration, it is code what we need for a reducer inside store, Redux store. It is a reducer. Complete this post slice. Here is a function create slice. And when we import post slice, and here it is, post slice, or name is post slice. Here is post slice.js. It is file name. Let's go to store. when we import post slice, here it is, import from post slice, we write import post reducer, but post reducer don't exist like word in post slice. But because of default, here there is a no curly brackets. It means that is post reducer. We give name what something say as, what is proper for this, for posts reducer. It is reducer for state post. But we can give name what we want here, but we must change it here. But now X name X, don't tell us anything about this import. Okay, now no confusion, because you now know that there exists big freedom for us to give name in this concretely situation. Import X, what we want to write here for name, we must of course write it here, and it is about post slice. It is about post reducer. Posts is state, and post slice is named for every state reducer. We have only one state reducer. We have state, only one state post, global state, and of course only one slice. Post slice correspond, it is equal post reducer. But who said it to us? Nobody. You must read, learn, and go to my video, find my video, and hear this my word, what I said you. If until that information, you will be confused as I was. Because of that, you must a lot of experience, experiment, exercise, same code. You don't invent or innovate and write some other application. No, you stop on this crude application, React Redux, and every statement you must understand how. Stop on that. Stop on that statement and analyze and find around, talk about artificial intelligence. But beginner cannot talk with artificial intelligence anything, because beginner, there is a different beginner as me, who know JavaScript vanilla, know PHP, MySQL, web development, a lot of years working in that, like teacher. And after some years coming to Reducer and in Angular and other JavaScript framework. And it is beginner in Reducer, in JavaScript framework. But exist beginners who never program, who never see code, and Reducer, React for beginners. What is it? What is it? I decided to code, to teach what I like, and it is not for totally beginners. My video is for beginners like I am, beginners who understand and have been working in web development, and after some pause and etc., now coming in JavaScript frameworks, Angular, Vue, React, etc. And the big freedom here is because of declarative programming. Declarative programming. It means a lot of is behind scene, and we don't know nothing about that, but we must code only what we must code, and all boilerplate, all copy paste go back, and it produces big confusion. And after understanding it, after exercise, after learning, we very like React. Okay, in this video is about curly brackets, is import with curly brackets, without curly brackets. Okay, I got back. You see difference between X and post reducer. Post reducer say us all about post reducer. Post state reducer. Reducer for that state. It was index.js. App is default. Okay, let's see app.js. Constant app, look at component export default app. It means would be without curly brackets. Let's see app. Add post form. It is export named. It is not default. Post list export named from add post form from post list. Why it is export named and not default? Let's see. Add post form. Here it is. Add post form. Add post form. Export constant add post form. Look it down. There is a no default here, and it is export named. Need curly brackets. Why? Why it is not default? Because one component. Why it is not default? And it is not default because our will, a team, developers team, decided how coding, and it is total equal. Do you have default? Do you use default, or you use export named? Export default or export name? It is totally free to you, and every team can have own standard for that. Same for post list. Here is a post list. Export constant. There is no default. Down. There is no default. Etc. Etc. We can look at in every other component, and we see curly brackets means export named. Use state, update post, use dispatch. It is export named. And where I see a post list, I see post list. Here is all import is export named from a module. Okay, it's all for this video. I'm going to focus as more as I can, as possible, as possible narrow in the video, because in React and other JavaScript library in that for that kind of programming, React, Angular, and Vue, is total confused. Total confused. It is because functional programming, declarative programming, before this, I program imperative in PHP, MySQL, imperative and all others. But now declarative, programming declarative. I program in JavaScript. It was also imperative before in vanilla. Now I program React, ask from us, program declarative, in declarative, functional. I program in object-oriented programming or procedural programming. Now, here, it is functional programming. And for teacher, it is very, very confused, explain, and of course, students are confused because of teachers' terminology and understanding. For example, a long time in my video, you will see that I said function, object, function, object, function, object, function, object, because it is the same, and it is difficult to explain if we every time we must say, okay, it is object, but I explain it like object, but it is function. And again, okay, it is function, but I explain it as function, but it is object. And it is because I decided to focus every of my video. I want that that video would be short, that my talking would be understandable to you, and don't hurry, video by video. And I hope in this video we resolve one confusion about curly brackets, import and curly brackets. When we use curly brackets, it is export named. When we import without curly brackets, it is default, export default. Export default, there is only one on the file. Okay, thank you for watching this video.